Afternoon, January Speakers Corner. I'm with my brother Chris. Just want to do a little challenge to some Muslim people that are here. We've had a conversation with Ibrahim. He's a bit stuck, to be honest. He couldn't answer the question. I'm just going to summarize with this scripture. Come stand here, brother, because I'm quite gobsmacked. The Quran says in Surah 6, 101, the originator of heavens and earth cannot have a son because he doesn't have a companion. So that means if God is physically not able to have a son because he doesn't have a companion, that means that the Quran has reduced God to human terms. He's not all-powerful, almighty. He's simply in our human terms, he's not capable of having a son.
Absolutely, it's a good explanation.
But then you get Surah 3:47 and Surah 19:21. I think Surah 19 is Miriam.
19.
And Mary had a son without a companion.
That's right.
So I'm trying to work out an almighty, all-powerful God cannot have a son. But Mary, who is a human being, had a son without a companion.
That's right.
Okay.
It's a good way to understand it. Yeah, absolutely.
So if that is true, what does it say about Allah?
He has no power, no authority. No, he's not omnipotent.
And therefore, if Mary is more powerful, is Mary more powerful than Allah?
Exactly.
Why? Because we're just talking about this now. In Surah 6, 101, it says, the originator of heavens and earth cannot have a son because he doesn't have a companion. So God can't have a son because he doesn't have a companion.
Yeah, because it takes a mother and father to have a child.
In human terms.
In human terms, yeah.
So God's not all powerful.
No, God, he's coming down to our level and our thinking, because to us, you have to have a man and a woman to have a baby. So he's speaking our language and coming down to our level.
So he's not capable of doing whatever he wants.
No. He's speaking. He's making us understand something in our own intellect.
Okay. So
he said this. Look, can you have a child without a woman?
Yeah.
So why would I have a child without someone else?
Okay. So God is saying.
So there has to be another God.
So he's using an example.
Female God.
A female God.
God would say, for me to have a child, suppose I am the male, there has to be a female God, and we both have a child.
So that would be two gods.
That's why God say that all of that doesn't exist.
Okay. So then your God, the God Allah, is he all powerful?
Of course.
If he's all powerful, can't he do what he wants to do?
Yeah, he can. Yeah. No. God said, if I want to have son, I would choose from my creation.
So whose son was Adam?
In a way, adopt a son.
He said, how can I have a son?
I would take the best of human beings and make him my son.
How can Allah have a son if you have a wife or a partner?
So that's the only way he could have a son.
So how did he have Adam? How did he make Adam?
He created him with his own hand.
Yeah. So he created.
Creation. Yeah.
So.
But look, there is another thing in Adam. He created his body, but his spirit is from
Allah.
Allah's spirit.
Okay. So when Mary, in Surah 3:47, Mary had a son without a companion.
He made her. Look, let's take a little pause. I want to show you something very little. A poetry I wrote about Christians. Have a look at it.
Can we come back to that in 2 minutes?
Yes.
We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
I will look at it.
Start from I don't take.
Okay. All right. But I'll come back to that.
I'll talk to you.
Okay. Surah 3:47, Mary had a son without a companion. Okay. Surah 19:21.
You're recording. Okay, all right.
Mary had a son without a companion.
I didn't realize. Yeah. Okay, all right. Go ahead, yes.
So the question is, you're saying Allah is all-powerful, all-merciful, almighty.
Yes.
The man that we were just speaking to, Ibrahim, said God can do whatever he wants to do. Then I said to him, can God have a son? He said, no, God can't have a son. So then I said, is God all powerful? He said, yes. So what we're trying to understand is,
I can see
is the Quran
there.
saying, you can see it, because Mary's more powerful than Allah.
But Allah already said in the Quran, if I want to have a son, I will adapt or take one from my creation. Do you know this verse?
No.
Do you want to see it?
In the Quran?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know the verse?
I can't remember.
I'll give you the reference. I'll give you the. You wanna see that verse?
No, I'll trust you. I'll trust you if you say it's there. But it still doesn't.
That's the only way. He said, if I want to have a son, I would. The way to do that for me is to choose from my creation.
Right. So in Proverbs chapter 30, which was written 400 years before Jesus walked the earth and has been certified by the Dead Sea Scrolls, God says, what is his name and what is his son's name?
Yeah.
So God claims that he has a son in the Quran. In Isaiah, he says the same thing, I will give birth.
This is a long topic, but for me personally and Muslims in general, the word son, we know it's normal in the Jewish tradition. They use that word a lot. So if they see somebody who's very good believer amongst them, they say, oh, this guy is the son of God. They don't mean actual son. They just mean he's so good. He's like God's son.
Yeah.
That's how we see this word, as Muslims. As Muslims, that's how we see it.
Yeah.
Son, I'm the son of God, because I am better than a lot of people. Let's have a look at the poetry, man.
If you're better than a lot of people,
No, you are not. You are simple man like me and him.
we're all the same.
We are all sinful.
I'm just trying to give you the meaning, of the son,
Can God put his name into an angel? Can Allah put his name into Gabriel?
Look, you need the direct questions for direct answers for difficult questions.
Right.
This is a difficult question. People have to look at that before they answer.
Okay.
Right? If you want, we'll talk later. Just have a look at my point.
Okay, I tell you, I'm going to leave you with one thing. We won't speak about it now, but I want to ask you, the next time that we meet at Speaker's Corner, look in Exodus chapter 23.
All right.
In Exodus chapter 23, God says, behold, I send an angel before you to keep you in the way and to bring you into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice. Do not provoke him, for he will not pardon your transgressions.
That's the Holy Spirit.
For my name is in him.
Okay.
That's an angel.
All right.
Now,
we believe that.
That's who Jesus...
To us, that's Jibril,
No, to us, that's Jesus.
Okay, all right.
And I'll tell you why it's Jesus, because he says that's me. He says, before Abraham was, I am. So you want me to read this poem? Sorry, man, my hands are so cold.
I'll show you the bit about Christians. I don't take sides.
I don't take sides in disputes. I don't follow the ways of Christians and Jews. I don't go around giving everyone the blues. Some Christians have few screws loose. They say love but show you hatred and abuse. To attack our prophet, they'll look for any excuse. I am a Muslim, so I choose peace and to give trouble the diffuse. My way is love and peace and to carry good news. I'm not opinionated, so I keep to myself my views.
You wrote that. I wrote this.
You wrote that. Okay.
You're a very good reader.
Why don't you practice what you preach, brother?
What do you mean exactly?
Well, if you practice that, then last Sunday on camera, you wouldn't have been calling us arseholes, and you wouldn't have been inciting violence with Ravi, because he had blood running down his face, and I saw you there.
I didn't take part. Look, there is difference between initiating an attack and responding to an attack. I don't initiate. I might respond to an attack.
You support,
but you've just said
you support.
I chose
your
peace.
poem.
I diffused the trouble. Yeah.
You didn't diffuse the
didn't
trouble.
diffuse?
No. If you look on that film, you're not diffusing trouble. You're calling people swear words. You're calling them names. And the thing is, he's been hit. I've been hit. You've come at me. Omar's come at me. He's called me a kafir. We come back every week and we try and show you love. Now, yet again, I tell you what, you must make another poem about going on to another subject. Because we're on the subject now of Mary being more powerful than Allah. Because Mary without a companion had Jesus, and the
But
Quran
by the
says
way,
that.
By the way, when you say this, we could say the same thing about Mary. Mary cannot have son without God. So what do you think about this?
Yes, I agree.
No. So who's more powerful then?
God, in the Bible, but in your Quran,
In
your Quran, God can't do what Mary does.
I'll go with you. You say God say I cannot have a son without a woman, a companion. That companion cannot have a son without God. So they're equal, right? No one is more powerful than the other.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But that's what it is.
No. The Quran is different. The Quran is saying, Allah is saying, I do not have a companion, therefore I cannot have a son.
Can a man
Which
have
I
a son?
understand.
Can a man have a son without a woman?
No.
Can a woman have a son without a man?
No.
This is what God is saying.
Yeah.
I'm a God,
Yeah.
I need someone else.
I
And
agree.
that someone else need me also.
And I
to
agree.
have that son.
If God was a man, I understand. But God is God.
Do you know-
He can do whatever he wants.
Do you know why God refused the idea of having son from the... Do you know why? Because if he have a son, that means his son is closer to him than me. God doesn't want that.
God says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one." And in Deuteronomy 5, the first...
Okay, we'll talk later. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.